Huddy toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim flam, bim bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. LSU right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all this?
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Throws for the tight end. He's got him, and they convert. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Got him downfield.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance. Put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 7, Ole Miss 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. A first down for the offense. These corners backing off a bit. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now after the short completion, it's second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, and try to sneak in a big play.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down, buying some time. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Lost the defense, is wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Blight. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
Going up top. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Got a man, it's Watkins. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Dances away. He'll throw one to his right. And he's got it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick high-tempo, no-huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Release to the back. Complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Handoff to the single running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Snags it on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's a draw. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside give. They're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to get to him. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Collins. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Holds it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Rebels are flying down the field. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Now on 2nd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. They're bringing heat. Slips away. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a man. It's Collins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. On 1st down, here here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's sacked. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs. Fortunate to get it back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Busts through behind his pad. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Coming after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On second down, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Fires one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this off
Lofts one high and deep. And his first throw here is incomplete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to take a shot at this DB. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. He's going up top here late in the game.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How about the ball by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen.